I'm not feeling well.
There's nothing wrong with you. Why don't you start with cleaning up the room? It's in such a mess.
Sayang, I'm growing a baby here. It's tiring.
It's for your own good.
Zara, what happened? I lost my baby. He refused to let me see the doctor. I told him I was sick, but he didn't let me see the doctor. You refused to listen. Because of you, my son is dead. I don't think I can forgive you.
Only you know how sick you are. Why did you listen to me? You should have gone to see the doctor no matter what I said.
I wanted to.
But what, Sam? I would have stopped you if it meant saving our baby.
Sarah, it's okay. It's okay. It was just a dream.
Okay, Dawn, it'll be 2 hours into your last feeding time in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Okay, don't cry. Okay, shh.
Thanks. Hey.
Sorry, Dr. Shen. No time to chat.
Hey, you didn't leave last night, did you?
Duty calls. And as you know, Dr. Ramesh runs a tight ship.
You just had a child. Why not just take your paternity leave?
I would, but the team is short-handed, so...
Adam, paternity leave is your entitlement as a new father.
And there was a patient that was kind of touch and go last night. I'm sure you know how it is.
Why can't the other residents just cover for you? I'm sure Ella will appreciate an extra pair of hands at home.
Thank you for your concern. I will definitely look into this.
Nightmares? What about? You can ask her. She didn't want to talk about it. She didn't want to tell you. You think she'll tell me? Not eating anything?
Appetite.
You shouldn't skip breakfast. It's not good for you.
I know my own body, I'll be fine. I just don't feel like it, okay?
Well, if you're not feeling well, you can consider taking MC.
Says the woman who hasn't taken a single MC in the last 10 years or something.
Well, in that case, consider me as an example of what not to do.
Anyway, I can't. I need to submit that stupid healer proposal to Yoke today.
For that influencer bootcamp thing? I heard about that. It's a pretty good idea.
Well, what's the point? Because Yoke's gonna reject it anyway.
I was up all night with this reflux and it still hasn't gone away. Remind me to buy antacids later.
Yeah, and remind me to stay away from that when he's in a drinking mood.
But it was a lovely evening, wasn't it? You never get to spend time with Papa like this.
Yeah, God knows I'm paying the price for it now. Even after I swore after Sherry Pereira, I'll never touch another Sherry again.
You know, all these years I've known Eunice, this is the first time I've ever seen her polish off an entire bottle like that. She's usually so uptight.
Wait, Mummy Eunice was there? I don't remember this.
Yes, it was so nice to see everyone getting along without Eunice being snide. Well, less snide than usual. And without your papa being grumpy.
Well, I guess the moral of the story is people hate each other less when they're drunk. Wonderful.
I prepared lunch for you already. Later, you just need to heat it up. I made ma you ji and bui ling teng. Who's that?
Thanks. All I want to do right now is sleep.
Aiya, you must eat. Especially the vegetable are good for your meal.
Yes, I know. There she goes again.
Hey, Yoke, no need to work today?
I just thought I'd drop by to see Ella and the baby.
Okay. Make sure she eats, huh?
I think I'll just have a cup of tea for now. I'm still not 100%. In fact, excuse me.
You're with Cece now, right? Make sure she gets plenty of fluids, okay? She's been having some stomach trouble lately.
She'll be fine, Julius.
It's all my fault, bro, son. I gave her food poisoning.
You did?
I made dinner last night, and because she was back late from her OLS meeting...
OLS meeting? Wasn't she?
I should have known better than to just let the burblong sauce sit out.
So she had dinner when she went home?
Yeah, and she loved it too. Halibut's her favorite fish, you know. It's strange, though. I mean, we had the same thing, and I seem to be fine. Promise me you'll take care of her, okay?
Sure thing.
She's finally asleep. Looks like you're a natural. Okay, what do I do now? You can't put her down or she'll wake up. What? You should have thought about it before you picked her up in the first place. I hope you have nothing on for the rest of the day. I have a meeting to attend. Relax, I'm kidding. Just put her in the car. Shh, Scully. You go. So how have things been at home? You coping okay? I have no choice but to cope, right? She's like completely dependent on me. It's a weird feeling. When is Adam taking his paternity leave again? He's been too busy at the hospital to take it all in a stretch. Isn't this a big deal? His first child and all? I don't know. We haven't really discussed it. Maybe when his work settles down a bit. Won't it be much easier with him around, though? Maywan has been very supportive. Or at least she tries to be. Isn't she busy with everyday soy? Yeah, that's why she's been waking up super early to cook my confinement food. Is everything okay? Is it just me or is Dawn looking a bit yellow? Is it jaundiced? Or maybe it's the lighting. I'm gonna bring her to Dr. Fu. Can you come with me? Actually, I was gonna go to... Please? Sure.
I've solved the mystery to your reflux, Mum. Don't eat 2 dinners.
Excuse me?
You didn't tell Julius you were at Dad's place last night. Why?
You know how sensitive Jules is. I didn't want him to think...
I hope you're not getting any funny ideas about Dad again.
How dare you suggest I would even think of such a thing? I am happily married.
So happily married that you lied to your husband about having dinner and drinks with your ex-husband?
For your information, young man, I was there for you.
What?
Your papa can help you with your business, give advice. He has so many connections. It wouldn't hurt to build a relationship with him, especially when he's in a good mood. But please, go ahead and accuse your poor concerned mother of whatever impropriety...
Okay, Mum, sorry. I appreciate you helping me, okay? Please. What I don't get is, could you just tell Julius all this? I'm sure he'd understand.
How's the proposal going? You know what? A client emailed me this morning with an idea for a social media campaign. Huge budget.
I'm trying to work here, Sherman.
Unfortunately, I had to turn them down. You know why? They wanted Rhea. And since somebody messed up with the negotiation of the contract...
Don't you have somewhere else to be annoying?
Zara, did you see my emails?
No, I haven't had the time to check. I've just been so tied up with...
I need you to send me everything we have on Rhea, work that she's done with us, previous contracts, everything.
Yep, sure.
I have a meeting with her this afternoon, so ASAP, please. I'll be back in the office this evening, then we can talk about your proposal. Will it be ready by then?
This evening? Yeah. Sure, I can get the proposal ready by then. See you.
You know, Yoke wasn't really much of a micromanager until you came along.
Don't worry. Jaundice is pretty common amongst newborns. Has she been feeding well?
I mean, I try my best, but she doesn't latch on properly and my nipples hurt and... Sorry, TMI.
I'm a doctor, remember? No such thing as TMI. Anyway, Dr. Fu should be able to advise you on what to do next. Don't worry, okay?
Thanks for listening.
Anyway, Adam could have easily told you what I just did.
He was on call yesterday, so I didn't want to bother him.
Hello.
I think we're up.
Report looks bad. Prepare for surgery.
The proposal? I'm so screwed. I mean, I don't even know where to start with the execution.
Hey, what's with all the negative talk?
And it was a stupid idea to begin with anyway. An influencer bootcamp? How lame.
But it's a great idea. Sometimes when I feel like my gains are starting to plateau, I like to go back to basics and join a bootcamp.
Thanks, Julius, but that's not quite the bootcamp idea I had in mind.
No, don't you see? In a bootcamp, you have no choice but to dig deep, even when you feel like giving up. You know, because it's just so competitive. Everyone around you is just pushing, and nobody wants to be the first to quit.
Wait, so if I make it into a competition...
And at the end of it, when I look back at how many reps I've clocked, it's like, whoa! You know, I never knew I could do that.
Julius, that's brilliant!
I know. So if you want to give it a try, I can send you the link to the bootcamp. Word of warning though, the coach can be a bit hardcore.
Okay, just forget about the bootcamp. Do you have some time? I could really use a sounding board.
Of course.
Okay.
So where do we buy one?
Sorry. Today, I don't know why so many customers. I came as soon as I could.
It's okay. Dr. Fu said she's fine.
Oh, good. Thanks, Yoke, for accompanying her.
Yeah, happy to help, don't mention it. I just have to make sure she's feeding regularly and supplement with formula if needed.
That's all right. Nothing serious.
What kind of mother am I? I can't even feed my child properly.
Aiya, don't say that. All this takes getting used to.
There's always going to be a bit of a learning curve. Having the father present can really help ease some of the initial difficulties as well.
Aiya, since when you become the expert of our parenting? Ella, come, let's go and settle the bill.
Hi, Dr. Ramesh. It's Shenyang. I was just wondering, do you want to grab a cup of coffee if you're free?
Okay, what's so important is to say it away from prying eyes.
Right. What I'm about to tell you, you have to keep in absolute confidence.
Yes.
Your papa has tasked me to be his secret agent.
His what?
Well, apparently, Richard Tan is quite close to Adam, Jess's son. Your papa has tasked me to figure out Richard's agenda.
Mom, are you doing all this just to spend more time with Dad?
Of course not.
Really? Then why can't you tell your husband all this?
It's not that I can't. But you know, Jules, he's so innocent and so pure. I don't want him to misunderstand.
Mom, seriously, from one divorcee to another, lying to your spouse, never a good idea.
Well, what he doesn't know, he can't worry about.
How about if we pit the influencers against each other to see who can get the best engagement? And then we can call it the engagement ring, where influencers go head to head.
Great idea. Because it's not just about follower numbers if nobody cares about their posts.
What if it creates such a negative environment? I mean, you know, sometimes competition can backfire. Maybe an engagement masterclass instead, where everyone can learn?
Great idea. Find the most influential influencer, and then everyone can learn from them together.
But then we won't be able to identify the best talent for healer. Which is kind of the whole point of this thing in the first place.
Okay, Zara, I think I know what's happening here.
Yeah, my ideas suck, and the proposal's gonna be a total failure.
Have more confidence in yourself. Seriously, all your ideas are great. You just need to make a call and commit to it. You got this.
Why are you avoiding your family?
Excuse me?
Dr. Ramesh tells me the team isn't short-handed at all. In fact, he tells me that you're pulling longer hours than you need to.
You actually went behind my back too. Maybe you should mind your own business, Dr. Shen.
What kind of doctor does it make you if you're too busy saving lives here to care for your own family? And what kind of father does that make you? Ella was just here, worried sick about your daughter. And you can't even spend 10 minutes? Why are you working so hard anyway? Dr. Ramesh tells me that you didn't even make it for the mentorship program.
The flag car is waiting outside. Let's go.
Not that I need to explain myself to you, but I'm going back to that place right now.
I know, let's hear it. Who am I to intervene? How is it my problem?
Interesting choice to confront him in full view of the hospital.
I couldn't help it, okay? Ella and the baby need him, and here he is, volunteering for extra work. I mean, what the hell, seriously?
You mean to say Dr. Shen scolded you?
He was just concerned. He knows how hectic a doctor's life can be.
He was just looking out for us as any good friend would.
Good friend. Remember what he did to you? That sugar baby nonsense?
That was all in the past, and it wasn't his fault.
Hiya, stay away from the troublemaker, okay?
Look who's here. Hi.
Hey.
So, Dr. Shen was telling me about jaundice in infants, and I just think it would be quite reassuring for Ella to hear it, you know, from the horse's mouth.
Basically, it's not your fault if your child is jaundice. The main thing is that babies' livers take some time to develop. That's why they get them in the first place.
If I known that was your concern, I would have told you. I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry for confronting you like that. I was out of line. I understand how much pressure you're under to perform. It's no joke being a surgical resident.
And that's how we came upon an idea.
Yeah, I could come out and help out Ella during the day. My hours are flexible.
How can?
I think it's a great plan. You can go to work, Adam can focus on his surgeries, and Ella has got company. It's a win-win.
Thank you for that. I feel bad to impose on you like that, though.
Don't mention it. Happy to help.
Wow.
As in, wow, that's good, or wow, that's bad?
It's definitely ambitious.
Okay, yeah, in a good way or a bad way?
Good luck is all I can say.
Sherman, can you just tell me if it's gonna work or not?
This whole boot camp thing, it sounds like it needs a massive budget. I mean, if I were you, I would go for something more tried and tested. But then again, that's just me. Yoke wasn't that open about the idea of a boot camp in the first place, was she?
Yeah, I mean, it was just Ananya who pushed for it.
There you go.
See ya.
See ya.
What were you thinking?
Look, I can't be here every day to help you out. Neither can Maywan, neither can Adam. But Yang, he's willing and able to.
But to babysit his own child without even knowing. That's just wrong on so many levels.
You and I both know that it is only right that he gets to meet her. I mean, look what happened to us. Do you want to put Dawn through the same thing? Never knowing who her real father is?
This is going to get so complicated.
Okay, just try not to worry about that for now, okay?
Easy for you to say.
Hi there. Hi.
Promise me you're okay?
Yes, Jules, I promise I'm completely fine. Especially after you made me this lovely cup of tea.
Okay, that's good. Because I feel really bad if it was my fault.
I know, sweetheart. Don't worry, the halibut was perfect.
Who's that?
Oh, it's Latifah. She's just asking if I'm free for high tea.
Well, I need to get back to work, so I'll see you back at home tonight. Enjoy your high tea. Say hi to Latifah for me.
Zara, you are telling me you spent 2 days working on this?
Well, I went back and forth between a couple of ideas
And somehow landed on the exact same thing that we have done before. Zara, this so-called boot camp is a carbon copy of an initial influencer incubator program.
Okay. Well, I figured that since our incubator program worked in the past, you know, it would be a good idea with the stats.
Yeah, I know the stats. I presented them to the board. Look, you know what worries me more than the fact that we have just wasted 2 days talking about this is the fact that you thought this was okay to submit.
I'm sorry.
Zara, we hired you because you were young, passionate, full of fresh ideas. Where has that all gone?
Maybe I can take another stab at it.
Okay, look, no, let's not waste any more time on this. I have to get to my meeting with Ria.
Hey, what time do you have to head back to the hospital?
Not so soon. Maybe later.
Why didn't you tell me you didn't get into the mentorship program?
I guess I didn't get the chance to.
I'm sorry. I know you put in so much extra effort.
It's embarrassing. Working my butt off and having nothing to show for it.
That just means you're destined for something even better, okay? Does that mean you can take it easier now?
Not quite. I mean, I still need to clock in my surgeries while juggling my research papers. At least you still got Dr. Shen to help you out.
Hey. Hey, what's going on?
Just a crappy day at work. Just dealing with healer stuff.
You got this, all right? Social media is right up your alley.
Yeah, unfortunately, my dear boss doesn't share your view.
Let me guess. Yoke gave you a hard time? Listen, don't take it too hard, okay? No, I'm not excusing her behavior, but as a Shelley, she's under a massive amount of pressure.
So that gives her the license to act like this?
Not in the least. But between you and me, she could afford to lighten up a little.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help today and for your reassurance. I really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for allowing me to get to know your beautiful girl.
She's definitely taken a liking to you now, so you can't back up.
Wouldn't dream of it. Anyway, I'll let you know when I can next drop by. Good night.
Good night.
That's not all. They have this so-called heat map. They're supposed to tell you where there's a higher density of customers. But guess what? Every time I drive to their hot zone, it turns green.
Every time? Come on, Dad. You're exaggerating.
I swear, okay? There's something wrong somewhere with the analytics or something. I guess they will feed back to their technical team.
I'm sorry Flag is so sucky. I never knew the app was so problematic.
Well, pays the bills, so.